All right, today the 2017 Canadian International Auto Show kicks off here in Toronto. And here to give us a preview of some of the cars that we all dreamed to own one day is the car girl from cargirl.com, Emma Hancock. Emma,
hi.
Nice to see you.
Nice
Good morning.
to see you, Jeff. Yeah.
All right, we were both at the launch last night of the car show. I was really wowed by a lot of the technology this year.
Yeah, technology is amazing. For me, Auto Show is all about dream cars. That's where it starts when you're a kid. And all the dream cars that I wanted to talk to you about today are at the show. So the show opens today. You can go down, you can see all these amazing cars. And dream cars, for me, all have a story. So you've got Aston Martin with James Bond. You've got the Ford GT as the only car, American car that's ever won at Le Mans.
Well, let's go over a couple of those,
Yeah.
because I know we've got some footage. Here's the Ford GT.
Yeah.
You're right, this has got a very long and famous racing history.
Long and famous. GT has an amazing story. So basically in the 1960s, Henry Ford's grandson wanted to build a supercar to rival all supercars at Le Mans. They weren't taken seriously, and then they won. And then they won again and again, and then they beat Ferrari, and everyone noticed. And now they're back 50 years later, and this thing is actually built in Toronto, has a ton of carbon fiber, and it's
Hand-built,
unbelievable.
Right? I think it's all built by hand, no automation.
It's all hand-built, and you know what? It's expensive, but there's an original GT that was on auction for $11 million a few years ago, so it's a good investment.
All right. What is the price tag of a new Ford GT?
I think it's somewhere around $550 Canadian if you can actually get your hands on one.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Dream car number 2 you want to bring us is the new Aston Martin.
Aston Martin has just brought out their DB11, and the DB series is basically the only thing good enough for James Bond, and the CEO says that the reason James Bond wants Aston Martin is because it's powerful, it's beautiful, and it's a little bit naughty. So that's a great dream car for me.
Yeah, what's the horsepower on that? Do you know offhand?
600 horsepower is sort of the new 400 horsepower. So
okay.
Yeah, really gnarly fast.
Yeah, and price tag on that pretty gnarly too, I'm guessing? Yeah.
Pretty much a great deal.
Yeah?
Somewhere under 300,000.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, compared to the Ford GT, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
could buy two.
It's pennies on the dollar,
Yeah,
yes. All right,
exactly.
and finally you've been good enough to actually bring here for us this morning
Brought it here for
dream
you
car
today.
number 3.
Dream car number 3. So this is the 570S from McLaren, and this car goes right back to basically the founder, Mr. McLaren, Bruce McLaren, who was a race car driver. He started race car in the world with McLaren Racing, and they are one of the most successful Formula One teams ever. So they've just started their automotive company a few years ago, and now we get to have cars like this.
Well, you can tell that every line on this car is really considered, isn't it? I mean, it just cuts through the wind and...
Yeah, this is mostly carbon fiber, and it's purpose-built. It's basically an F1 car that you can have in your driveway. You can drive it all year long. Let's talk about the doors.
Okay,
Wanna
yeah.
open the doors?
How do you even open the door on this
Okay,
thing?
so these are called dihedral doors. Rhymes with cathedral.
Okay.
They're not scissor doors. They're not gull wing doors. They're dihedral doors. And they're also called billionaire doors. So
Because you basically have to be a billionaire to be able to open that door.
Actually, this is a great deal. This is around $250. So,
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So now you can see why it's more attainable. And
Can I get in? Can I start
I
it?
think,
We
Jeff,
got
you
like...
should fire it up.
Can we fire this bad boy up?
Here, take the fob. Put
Okay.
your foot on the brake and
Yeah.
go for it.
All right, is this thing in park?
It's in
I
park.
gotta know.
Well, let's hope so. We'll find out. Give her a little gas.
All right, can I, just to quote Tim the Tool Man Taylor?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm never coming out of here. Show is over. This is amazing. You can see this car and all the dream cars at the auto show, right?
This is what Auto Show is about. Yeah,
All right.
dream cars.
Emma Hancock, the car girl, great to see you, and I'm not giving this back. I'm
all
sorry.
yours.